Welcome back to Church Production. I'm Marcel Patillo. The world of video lighting can be a lot like the valley, very vast and wide. And you might look at the different pricing between lighting and think, what does this $20,000 light do that this $2,000 light can't do? And now I'm looking at $600 lights, and they can't possibly look good compared to what else is out there. But there's a company that's really bridging the gap between film studio and professional consumer, and that is Nanlite. Recently, we've partnered with Nanlite and the Crossing Church in St. Louis, Missouri, to really evaluate what's the best bang for your buck. But before we get started, give this video a like and subscribe to the Church Production YouTube channel.
My name is Tony Mellinger, and I am the senior filmmaker at the Crossing Church in St. Louis, Missouri. Been on staff there for about 6 years, but I've been involved in video for several years. A lot of my experience comes from a YouTube channel, which is just at Tony Mellinger, and I do a lot of teaching for creatives in the video world. The biggest thing that I'm passionate about is just helping the global church have really high quality audio and video.
So the Crossing Church has been using a couple lights from Nanlite. One of them is the Forza 60C, which is a 60-watt compact LED light that has a CRI rating of 96, which is extremely accurate. And one thing to know about the size of lighting is the bigger the light source, the softer the light usually. And one way we get around this is I'm using an umbrella, which my light shines through this big umbrella, which spreads the light. And you've also seen people use softboxes that also spreads the light to a much bigger area. And so you might wonder, is this compact light really harsh? And can you throw a big softbox on it to make it look soft?
When I got the equipment, I was really excited about the entire package and just the versatility. With the Forza 60s, they're so small and so light, you can stick them in places that we just couldn't do with the other lights that we had, which made it really nice. I really liked some of the soft boxes that I was able to use with these Forza 60s, and it just made it a small, compact kit. And honestly, it was a 3-pack that I could take on as a carry-on if I really needed to. The Forza 60s are really good lights for a fill or a hair light. We typically have a bigger space, and they wouldn't work too well for a key light because we like to diffuse that light. But we found ourselves using them as hair lights and fills, and they just worked really well because of the size of them. You could either mount them from a grid on a studio or put them on a small C-stand, kind of get them out of the way, and they just didn't take up a big footprint like a big sky panel or something like that would take. It has all sorts of different features, from you're able to adjust your white balance, you're actually able to do full color. It also has an app that you can control, which makes it really nice. You can get it mounted up on a C-stand and then control the lighting from wherever you're at in the room. There's all sorts of attachments that you can stick on there, like a soft box or a grid or a projector, and it just makes it a really versatile piece of equipment to have in your lighting kit.
The other light the Crossing Church has been using is the Pavotube II, and the Pavotube I actually made a huge splash in the industry for its size and versatility. Now, the Pavotube II has a CRI rating of 97, which is even more accurate, and the sheer size of the light source gives you either soft light if you need it or harsh light, as well as full RGB, which means it can replicate almost any color in the rainbow.
With the tubes, they sent me a newer generation that I wasn't familiar with, and I feel like they fixed everything that I had complaints about, which was really nice. So I just really appreciated some of the next generation. It felt like a more solid, high-end product that they fixed a lot of things that I was looking forward to. The way that we typically use them is for accent lights, or to light up the background, or to light up a specific area in the set. They fixed some of the buttons that were on the first generation that made it a little clunky or hard to adjust, and then I just felt like the overall build quality was really solid. They're just really nice lights to have on your set to be able to light up random things, including adding color to your frame.
So of course the last question is, what kind of church are these lights good for? Are they good for on stage? Are they good for just in a studio setting? Are they good for big rooms or small rooms? I'll let Tony elaborate on that.
So the Forza 60Cs are great for a smaller application. If you're a church that's just building out your kit, these are really good lights to get you started. They're going to be able to light up a talking head really well, or a small to medium set, or to use as an accent light to light up an area of your set that you might not be able to stick a larger light in. If you're a church that's a little bit more established, these make great lights for portability. Say you're doing something in your lobby and you need something on a battery that's a small kit to just move around. These would be a great option to be able to add in just a little bit of that fill light or key light on your face in a portable situation. The Pavotube II 30C's are great lights to have to build out your kit. These aren't going to be lights that you're going to use for your main lights, but they're going to be able to add color. They're going to be able to add some accents. You're going to be able to stick them in places that you might not typically be able to set other lights. One example is that we used them behind some big pillars to light up a back wall, and it worked out really well and it looked beautiful on set, and you couldn't even see that we had supplemental lighting on set, just because they're battery powered and they're very vertical and thin, so you can stick them in random places.
I've always been a huge fan of Nanlite, and to be honest, I'll always be a big fan of any company that tries to make a high quality available at a lower price point. And Nanlite has done just that with their Forza 60C and their Pavotube II. I cannot wait to get my hands on those Pavotubes. I know they are just so sick in real life. But for now, thank you to Nanlite and for the Crossing Church for taking the time implementing these lights into your workflow and giving us your insight on how you felt about them. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the Church Production YouTube channel, as well as check out churchproduction.com for new articles and insights on everything church production. As always, I'm Marcel Patillo, and I'll see you all in the next one.